Hello everybody, SlimKirby here. Welcome back to more of the Wario Ware Inc. Mega Microgames playthrough. This is the last weekend of the project, so for today we're going to be focusing on all of these reference games. These are basically references to other mini-games that have been featured in other games or have been games themselves, and usually Wario's involved in some way as well. So I'm going to be covering these games. I think my rule of thumb for this is I'm going to spend probably 7 minutes on each game, because a lot of these games are just see how long you can last, and once you do, you die, your game is over, basically. So I figure that 7 minutes is a good time limit. It'll all equal up to around 21 minutes, which is normally a video length anyway. So that's what I'm going to do. If I die early, I'll just spend some more time in another game. So to start off, we're going to go with Sheriff. This is based on the NES game, kind of an arcade-based game called Sheriff, where, kind of think of it as Space Invaders a little bit, but not so much in space, and also from a much different perspective. Here we have to basically shoot these bad guys, and you have to kind of aim in a diagonal fashion, which can be kind of awkward, but that's pretty much what this game is. Just destroy all the baddies. I feel like Duck Hunt in Super Smash Bros. 4, some of his movesets are kind of based on these old shoot 'em up games, and I think even Sheriff is a game that is referenced in that moveset in some way. Or actually, no, maybe it's there's an assist trophy of Sheriff. I don't know. Well, the first time I actually heard of Sheriff was through a Super Smash Bros. Melee trophy, actually. The Sheriff trophy. The Sheriff trophy, I think, was one of the hardest trophies to get in the game. So I remember always hearing about that game through that, and not necessarily through this game itself, because I didn't really even know what this game was back in the day. So yeah, it's a very typical arcade shooter of sorts. The further you get into this, the more different the enemies will act and just be in general. So that's pretty much what you got here. This is kind of cool, though. Honestly, I was a huge fan of Space Invaders back in the day. I used to play that game a lot with my dad. I actually had the Game Boy version. I think it was on the Game Boy. It was obviously a port of Space Invaders, but we used to play that all the time. We'd take turns, and it was always just really fun to play that. And then there was also the Space Invaders that was released on the N64, and it was also a computer game too at one point. I remember actually having both, and that one was always kind of cool because you got different kinds of powers and stuff. Based on the type of enemies you destroy, and it just was really fun to play and really cool. Really cool how they can take an arcade game and change it up like that. But yeah, does get really hard. I think the hardest aspect of this game is just the fact that you do have to shoot diagonally. You can't shoot up and down, which can make things kind of tricky. But hey, it's definitely doable. I'm not going to say this game's impossible by any means. And I have oh wow, how did I avoid that? Man. And I am not a Sheriff Master, I assure you. I am not a master of this game. I'm just pulling off some really weird combos and combinations here. But like most arcade games, you just kind of have to get a feel for the movements and the general flow of how the game works. Once you do, you should be doing pretty well for yourself. Oh my god, look at how fast these guys are going, though. The best thing to do is when they're about to charge the middle, it's good to be, like, in the middle, so you can kind of just, like, very quickly aim at all the directions and shoot them all. I think that's a good way to do it. Yay! Wario saved his darling. Good job, Wario. And I have not lost a single life yet. I actually have 5 lives now. Jesus. I may actually end up beating the high score. Let's not jinx that, though. I'm playing a pretty good and a pretty good rousing game of Sheriff here, so it's best not to get cocky. Damn. So I have about, like, I think 2 minutes left. Either 2 or 1 minute, but I'll just go for 2 minutes. If this is an extra minute long, it's like, whatever. I'm playing Sheriff. I'm playing Sheriff. We can be a little generous, I suppose. Okay. Boom. Can I... Good, I got the bird. The bird is 500 points. I remember when this was on Retro Achievements, you actually had to beat the high score to get an achievement. And I mean, it's a pretty, you have a pretty high score to go for, honestly, because we've beaten so many levels of this now. I'm like not even at the halfway point yet, so we still have some ways to go for sure. I feel like you might get more points if like you do like some kind of tricky shot or something. I don't know. I don't know for absolute fact. But yeah, I think these side games, the ones I'm going to be playing for this video, I think honestly they're the best extra content you can get in this game. Because not only are they references to other Nintendo games and stuff of that nature, but they're all like really good side games and references. Like this is the one that I only knew through that Melee trophy. The Flyswatter was in Mario Paint, a game that like I didn't even know a lot of people knew existed. Like it was one of those games that I had, but like I'd never hear anyone talk about. And then Dr. Mario, which I mean Dr. Mario is freaking awesome as it is, so. So yeah, I always thought that was really cool. Okay, so we've pretty much made it to 7 minutes by this point for sure. So I'm gonna go ahead and just you know what? Let's get destroyed by these guys. Every time you use a life, the thing pretty much just resets to where you were. So I'm just gonna lose all of my lives right here. Take a hit on these cowboys. My God, I didn't even die during this until I actually died on purpose, which is pretty cool. Although who knows, maybe I just didn't get a good score in general. So let's go ahead and exit. That's Sheriff pretty much. Next game we have is Flyswatter. Like I said, this was originally featured, or this game, or this type of game was first featured in Mario Paint. Basically, there was this coffee cup icon in Mario Paint, where if you hit the coffee cup icon, you'd play this little minigame where you basically swap flies. And it was kind of an interesting arcade game because the further you'd get, like, the harder this would get. So, like, it seems pretty easy right now. These flies aren't doing much, but once we get to 80, like, it'll start doing some other things, too. So, okay, we have these yellow bugs. You want to kill these bugs before they do something, because they can actually be really annoying. They shoot, like, projectiles that home in on you, and they can just be just a huge pain to deal with. So I definitely would prioritize going for those guys first. Next you have the bomb bugs. The bomb bugs are pretty easy to take care of, because they fly right at you. And they actually take a bit before they explode on you, and then if they explode on you, you basically take a hit. So they're not too bad to deal with. These guys, they tend to try to fly away from you a little bit, but they do have projectiles. I don't think they're as annoying as the yellow bugs were, though, so you don't have too much to worry about, I think. So yeah, the yellow bugs are back, and this time we have more to deal with than just one. If we can get down to one, I'll show you guys what its attack does. Okay, let's see the attack. So yeah, he shoots like a bunch of little flies out. And after you destroy all the bugs, you have the big bug. You basically just want to hit the bug as many times as possible. And whenever he does this, get away, because he has like a little wave attack. You have to dodge. He has another attack too, but he doesn't really use it that often. He also kind of flickers in and out a lot too. Oh damn it, I got hit. So yeah, we beat the bug, and after we beat the bug, we get a little victory screen. Boink! And normally Mario would run across that, not Wario. And then you get like a new stage where you basically start the whole process again. But yeah, like, this is why I always liked this inclusion, because I had Mario Paint as a child, and I didn't know anybody that did. Whenever they came over and they saw I had the Mario Paint mouse, they were like, "Oh, why do you have a computer mouse in your room?" And I'm like, "Oh wait, this is not a computer mouse. This is for the Super Nintendo, because there's a game that actually uses the mouse." And then I'd show them Mario Paint, and they were like, "Oh, well, this is a game that should be on a computer and not a Super Nintendo." But still, I mean, again, Nintendo was trying a bunch of new things out during that time. Bunch of new peripherals, and the SNES mouse was definitely one of them. So yeah, that was always like kind of a fun reference for me, because again, only I knew the reference. I technically have shown off Mario Paint before on my channel. I did do that one Mario Paint USA painting that I showed for you guys as a showcase video. That's all I really showed from this game, though. Maybe sometime in the future I'll do another one of those and kind of include music in with it as well. Because, you know, Mario Paint also has that music editor as well that people freaking love. I really love it too. When I used to play Mario Paint all the time as a kid, like the three things I did a lot was the stamp editor, the music maker, and the Flyswatter game. I feel like the music's a little different too. Although I think that's the case for all these games. Like, I think they're just, they're the same music tracks, just kind of Wario-ized a little bit. You'll definitely notice that with, you'll definitely notice that when we get to the Wario, the Dr. Wario game. Bink! I think we probably have time for one more of these little segments right here. And, like, they give you plenty of health for this, too, honestly. They give you, like, 2 health pickups per level. Oh, man. Okay, this is where this will start to get a little annoying. I feel like you want to go for all the bombs first. My god. 3 types of bugs? This is insanity! Ouch. I knew I was gonna get hit by that, though. Not really that, though. That was kind of, me being dumb on my part. Okay. The flicker is really kind of messing me up a little bit, though. Oh, yeah, he also has that slam attack, too. Although the slam attack's not hard to avoid, just stick up to where the B is and you'll be fine. So there we go. That's pretty much the Flyswatter game. And yeah, you go back to level 1 after that. You have a star to signify that you've beaten like a set once, and I think that just increases as you go throughout this. I would like to make it to the final boss again, because he actually kind of reacts whenever you die. Yeah, I think I'll do that. I'll spend a little extra time, make this video a little longer. But like whenever you lose on the boss screen, or when the boss is on screen, the boss has a little smirk on his face to know that like they won, they beat you. So I kind of feel like showing that off. Which means I'll have to do one more of these levels. This is really funny music, though. Oh god, I'm looking forward to being done with this, though, so I can stop pressing the A button as fast as I have been. That's the one downside to this, I feel like. Okay, here we go. Like I said, I'm going to lose this guy on purpose. And there's the smirk. Oh wait, not yet. There it is. Just so freaking happy that she beat me. What a jerk. So yeah, that's pretty much the Flyswatter game, and now with that out of the way, we're going to move on to the last game, and the game I'm probably the most excited for. This is Dr. Wario, obviously a remix to Dr. Mario. And what's very iconic about this version of Dr. Mario is the fact that this is actually the first version of Dr. Mario that I've ever played. Like, I never had an NES, and I never had Dr. Mario for the Game Boy. I never had Dr. Mario 64. This was pretty much my first experience with Dr. Mario, and frankly, I got really obsessed. On my original GBA cartridge, I have like a ridiculously high score, because I just played the hell out of this game. Like, I love it so much. So this is probably my favorite side game on this game right here. I just freaking love Dr. Mario so much. So yeah, this is Dr. Mario, or to be more specific, Dr. Wario. If you don't know how to play Dr. Mario, essentially what you have to do is get rid of all the viruses. To get rid of viruses, you have to basically connect the same color blocks with those viruses to have 4 in a row. So a typical Tetris-style game, I guess you could say. Not so much Tetris, though, since Tetris requires making full lines, but you guys get where I'm coming from. You should anyway. But I'm playing on medium. I've definitely beaten medium before. I've gotten really close to beating hard, but like hard's hard. Basically on hard, it moves like really, really freaking fast, and it's just like super hard to control. So I feel way more comfortable doing this on normal. Because even the later stages of normal get pretty hard. So, like, it's not going to be super easy all the way. Heck, I think even, like, when I was going to MagFest this year, I actually played this on the plane, on the plane while I was going to MagFest. And, I got, like, to level 19 of medium before I failed. And the only reason I failed was because we were kind of landing at that point. I basically played this game the whole time I was on the plane, and it actually held all the way to DC. So, nice little time waste. I don't like calling it a time waste, because I mean, I love playing Dr. Mario, or Dr. Wario in this case. But yeah, I really like this. I really love Dr. Mario. Probably is one of my favorite puzzle games, honestly. So yeah, essentially, the further you get into the game and the higher levels you'll get to, there'll be more difficult situations where you'll need to put blocks on top of other colored blocks and kind of get rid of them before you get to a different virus that you're trying to get to. It requires a lot of quick thinking and kind of just knowledge of how puzzle games like this work. Okay. And you can do sneaky little things here and there, like if there's like a little space where you can just very quickly and quietly put a block, you can do that. You know, little moves like this. You know what game I just randomly thought of again? Dungeons of Elements. The one game I was asked to do a showcase for, which was heavily inspired by Dr. Mario. I never actually finished that game. Maybe at some point I will go back to it and officially do like a Let's Play of that game. Not anytime soon, though. Because I already have a huge plate this year with stuff I have planned as it is, so I want to make sure I get to that stuff first. Okay, put you here. And there we go. And obviously this is not the traditional Dr. Mario music. I want to say it's like supposed to be a remix of Fever, is it? No, it's Chill. Because Fever's the one that was in Melee, I believe. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Fit that one in right there. And I can fit this one in right here. So if I get like a double yellow right here, that'd be very useful, because then I can, actually first let's do this. I'll try to get that double yellow right here instead. So yeah, I had a yellow on that red, so I basically had to take care of the yellow before I could do anything with that red, for the most part. There we go, we beat level 5. You get basically a small little cutscene like this after every 5 levels. So I'm essentially a 4th through the game. Although I can't really even say I'm a 4th through the game, because again, the higher level you get to, the more viruses that they'll put alongside, so it's definitely an exponential 1/4. Okay, yeah, there we go. That was probably a better move anyway. Do this. This is going to be really hard to get to that yellow up there. I'll hold off on this one. Aw, damn it! Okay, well, whatever. I was trying to get too fancy with it right there. And there we go. Okay. What do we got next? There we go. Should probably think about ending this in a little bit. Actually, no, I have some time. Sorry, it is kind of quiet, though, because I am kind of trying to pay attention to what I'm doing here. That's honestly the curse of doing puzzle games and stuff on, like, YouTube. Just because a lot of those games do require you to kind of focus on what you're doing. Don't necessarily have to be quiet, but it can help sometimes. Because when you're talking, you're technically using your brain to try to figure out what to say. So you're kind of already using your brain on something else. Okay, got that. Oh, this is perfect. Nice. So I think I'm going to do one more level after this, and after that I'll probably stop this video. This video is going to be, like, super long. But at the same time, all these other videos have been really, really short, so I don't think it really matters too much. So yeah, in the comments section, go ahead and tell me, like, before this game, have you ever heard of or played all these other games before? Whether it be Flyswatter, whether it be Sheriff. Sheriff, probably not as much, but still, you never know. There could have been those younger gamers who had like a random arcade game, and could have been Sheriff, you never know. Oh, shoot. Oh, this could have actually been really, really good if I planned that out properly. Actually, saying I'd stop after this level was probably not a good idea. Oh, I guess I could do another, like, little bit of trivia. Another bit of trivia for you guys. So a long time ago, I want to say it was around either 5,000 or 7,000 subscribers. This was, like, so freaking long ago, like 2009, probably. That'd probably be the more accurate date. I actually did... Oh, wait, no. That did go up. Okay, never mind. Forget that fun fact. I was thinking of something else. For one of my subscriber specials, I did play Dr. Mario. But that was the subscriber special that actually went up. There was another game I played where I played, I think, Tetris. And I had a huge problem with that subscriber special. In fact, as I was making it, my computer crashed and I had to take it in for repairs. Funny, because not long ago I did have a computer issue, so... I guess it is kind of appropriate, but I think what I was thinking of is it was the same version I played for that Dr. Mario special. It was the Super NES Tetris and Dr. Mario game. And, like, I played Dr. Mario for one of my subscriber specials, and I was like, well, for this other subscriber special, I guess I could play Tetris. And then that's when my computer broke, so that was not good. Just a little bit of unfortunateness, I guess. Okay, so yeah, I definitely really got carried away here. This is going to be a super long video, so because it is, I'm probably going to go ahead and end it here. Thanks for watching, everybody. This has honestly been a lot of fun. Like I said, I love these games. Definitely my favorite bonus content in this game whatsoever. Just because they're a bunch of really classic games that are just kind of nice little games you can just play by yourself and just to be giant time wasters, so that was really cool. So for the final video, next video, we're going to be playing these last two games. I got to move to another file where I can actually play the other variation, but we're going to be playing the two Pioro unlockable games, so I hope you guys are ready for that. I'll see you guys next time. Later, folks.